Hello everybody and welcome back to my Let's Play of Aurora 4X. I of course am Sir Bedian and I will be your Admiral today. Um, where we left off last time, we were basically grinding off our technologies for our next generation of Warfleet. At the same time, we were taking our explorers and trying to find something to use our fleet on. Because at the moment it's sitting in dry dock and it's just not really, there's not really much use for them at the moment. There's nothing to shoot at. There's nothing to go fight and kill and maim and all those lovely juicy things. So at this stage, I think what I'm going to do is we have a whole bunch of jump points. I'm going to construct a few extra explorers so that we can get our people out there a little bit more efficiently. But before I do that, I did want to get the improved engine. So what we'll do is we will grind out the engine, and then we will go ahead and design both our Explorer and our new warships, and we'll start constructing them both and get them out there. Okay, so we've almost got our mag fusion reactor, which is great. Only a few more days left, about a week left. So 2 more production cycles should do it. All right, here we go. Magnetic confinement fusion reactor technology is complete. Brilliant. Okay, now we can find out if those 12,000 research points that we got earlier still apply. That's the reactor. Yes, they do. That is absolutely fantastic. Okay, so now we have confirmed for sure any research points that you get for technologies that you do not currently have available, so well above your tech level, do still apply to your technology. So if you go to all projects, these high-end, these technologies do not factor in any research points that you have already gotten for them. Okay, so that means that we can drop this even further. So we've got 57,600 right now. If we go to our 10 275 EP magnetic fusion drives, we can now start disassembling them for their lovely, lovely technology. So 2400, 3200, 1600, 3200, another 3200, 4000, 3200, 4800, and 800. So what are we down to now? We are now down to, is that 31,000? 31,200 research points. We have shaved almost 50,000 research points worth of technology off of this tech, and that, I think, is absolutely awesome. That is awesome. That has basically reduced our technology research rate to less than a year. So we can get this thing out by the 11th of June. Compared to how long would it have taken originally? Let's have a look. So 80,000 was the full value, and we are working at 38,500 a year. Would have taken us 2 years. We have shaved it by more than half. So that's excellent. So we're going to let Adrian De Vries keep working on that. Yep, we're going to let him keep working on that. What else are we getting at the same time? May, June. So we're going to get a compressed carbon armor as well. That's also excellent. We'll have a magazine feed efficiency and Not a reload rate, but we're going to have a magazine feed efficiency, so we're going to have new magazines by then as well. So that's going to be a boost to our missile boats. Fire control, not even at all, and mining production is irrelevant to us right now anyway. We've also got a zero point 0.4 liters consumption tech that we picked up a while back, so our engines are going to be even more efficient than they would have been. Again, a plasma, internal fusions. No, we're going to have to scrap a lot of these, I think. That's fine. Okay, let's keep going and let's bang ourselves out a magnetic fusion drive. We will, of course, have to research the actual engine itself as well, but that probably won't take too long, I think. Okay, we got abandoned mine and 7 maintenance facilities. I better go to Newcastle and make sure that Newcastle 3. You know what? With all these maintenance facilities that we're digging up, yeah, with all these maintenance facilities that we're digging up, it might be worthwhile trying to ship them to Earth so that we can get so we can increase our maintenance facility, and maybe we can get our ships up to 30,000 tons. We can probably still maintain decent speed, but at the moment, and what are they at the moment? They're about 24, 25, I think. Um, go. They're about 15 and 16 and 16. So they're not that big at the moment. So it might be worthwhile bumping them up a little bit in size, but we'll see how we go with the engines. Because about 12,000 kilometers a second, that is the optimal speed for your ships for most of the game, right? Until you find an NPR that can do faster than that, 12,000 kilometers a second is the optimal speed. That will let you outrun practically everything except high-end NPRs. All right. So unless you let an NPR get its high-end engines up, you'll be able to outrun pretty much everything. Swarm can't keep up. Um, I don't believe that there are jump gate modules. Huh. I don't believe that there are any invader ships that can do faster than that. I think they all do. The fighters might be able to do faster than that, but not very much faster, if at all. And of course, precursors pretty much all run at about 7 to 8,000. Um, although some of their scout ships can do about 11,000. But yeah, if you can get up to 12,000, you can reliably outrun almost everything in the game. And that, excellent. We have one of our exploration ships back online, and that is very excellent. Might shift into this. Try and get our fire controls up. Um, yeah, so that gives you the speed advantage, and that means you control the range. All right, and when you control the range, you exert a phenomenal amount of power on the enemy, as in you basically have all the power. Because if you have all the range, if you control the range, then you decide how close they are allowed to get. And I've talked about this before, so I'm not going to talk about it again. But that is essentially um, basically a guaranteed win, as long as you have the guns to break through them, of course. All right, so we'll send Canberra out through Sydney. Probably should set up the orders properly, though. You know, maybe. Canberra. We need to do a geological survey. There we go. All right, and we'll find Sydney. There we go. The biggest issue, of course, is the Sydney Prime, the PDC fleet in Sydney, or the PDC in Sydney, doesn't actually have any ammunition. So if anybody does try and invade back, we're going to have to rush out there and save them. All right, we're almost through the jump gate now. Okay, we've got another lab we can put into fire control, dropping it from 1st of November to 12th of July of the same year. What I might do is I might bump this thing up a little bit higher. Yeah, 7th of June. We'll put another one into the fire control. And where are we now? We have ended up in... we are in Windsor. Righto. Reasonably big system. Alright, we found magnetoplasma drives in Newcastle. Okay. We'll end up scrapping those eventually. Alright. How are we doing? Still got plenty of time. And time is plentiful here as well. Construction factory in Newcastle A. Cool. That's fine. What I might do is when the magazine feed efficiency completes, I'll shift them into the fire control to get that up. Try and get that done by June 2071 as well. Because once we get the drive technology and the armor technology and hopefully the fire control technology, we're going to have to put all of our labs into making sure... without February. We're going to have to put all of our labs into designing the actual components themselves, and we do have quite a lot of components. We've basically got a completely new ship's worth of components at this stage, so yeah. Another scientist. We're in October. We've got a few more weeks until we get the magazine feed efficiency. Geranium on CP158 is exhausted. And that is the entire thing. That's gone. Alright. Bit more wealth for us then. New freighters. Construction factory. A mine and an ordnance factory. Not bad. I think we still have one Xeno team working. Oh well. Let them work. It's 18th of October. We are waiting until the 28th of October, so yeah, still only a little bit longer. I think something interrupted that turn. Okay, another research facility. We are going from 18th of February to 1st of January. So another one, another lab, and we should be able to bring it into 2071. Yep, shutting down. Cool. We're going to have to keep an eye on civilian mining facilities because they might move them into a new one in a different system, like Sydney, and we definitely want to grab onto those. There we go. All right, feed system efficiency has been complete. Now, we are definitely not going to get the reload launcher rate. That's going to take until 2073. So we're going to cancel that, and we're going to shift all 10 labs into fire control rating, and that brings us to 1st of June. Brilliant. Okay. Um, so in June of 2071, we will have all of our base technologies, and we will begin designing the new components for our uh, magnetic fusion fleet. Oh, fighter factory. Cool. Okay. I might start doing 30 days again just to get them out there because we know nothing else interesting is going to happen in that time except for another research level that's going to be done, but oh well. Oh, hey, Adrian DeVries has increases control rating. Excellent. So that's the research lab, and we will. Okay, that brings it down by a week. Mm, 2 new colony ships. That's it. Okay, another big jump. This is horrible for our survey ships, but oh well. Construction factory. Righto. Keep going. So it's 1st of December. Now we should be making the jump into 2071. We've got about 6 months. Well, we're going to have about 6 months left. Okay. It's stopped it after 5 days. Oh well. I think something is causing interrupts on our 30-day cycles. Alright. Expanded. Colony ship. Okay, nothing important there. New officers. Unrest decreasing. Construction factory and beyond repair. Okay, that's fine for December. Okay, now we should be making the jump into 2071. Keep in mind that later on in the game, the 30-day cycle will almost never actually give you the full 30 days because something will interrupt it, like overhaul complete. All right, Mark Aronson, where are we sending you? So we'll bump Windsor up here. Might have to move Sydney a bit further out. There we go. Um, let's go out of Southport. So Rocky Townsville, Southport. So Rockhampton, Townsville, Southport, unexplored, geosurvey. and we'll see where we end up then. This system is going to be interesting if we choose to colonize it, because the jump point is not that far from the central star, and it doesn't look that far from this star. But if this star gets around to this side, uh, we're going to have a problem. What's its orbital period? Windsor B. Orbital period 167 years? Earth years, yeah. Okay, so it's a 167-year orbit, which means that it's going to take about 80 years. In about 80 years, it's going to swap around to the Earth side. That sounds like a lot, but we could potentially end up in a situation where any colonies and stuff end up being the further away point. So any kind of prime colony for freighting and whatnot is going to have to end up on the main star, whether we like it or not. Ooh, what's this? I think we've got some technology. um, has recovered an abandoned research facility and technical details of active grav sensor strength 36. Is that our current one? No. Completely worthless to us. Okay, never mind. Research lab I like. Grav sensor, not so much. What's our cargo fleet doing? Okay, it's still shuttling. That's fun. Alright, next block as far as we can go. Okay, we're at 20th January now. Alright, we got a new colony ship. We got a construction factory and a mine and a beyond repair. And just officer up the upgrades. Keep going. That mag fusion drive is getting closer and closer. What else what do we get now? Lost two civilian ships, excellent. We got abandoned infrastructure, great. Abandoned automated mine, very nice. And updates health and promotion. Oh, CEO of the Zim has died. We should be breaking the 10,000 barrier for mag fusion any moment now. Probably this cycle. I think this guy's rating has gone up because it's now jumped into May. Oh well. Alright, how are we doing now? A new jump in connection between Southport and Fremantle has been discovered. There's Fremantle. And there's Southport. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, we're going to swap these ones around then. Alright, so this is what I was talking about, right? A long time ago. And where are the system numbers? Here we go. So when exploring from that jump point in Southport, it rolled. It probably rolled the cluster one, right? So this is system 107. So it rolled, and the roll landed on system 108. Because system 108 already exists, instead of creating a new system 108, it made a connection between this system and that system. And now Fremantle has a whole extra jump point. Now, I don't. It doesn't look like it consumed one of the jump points at Fremantle, because Fremantle, I believe, had two. I'll have to check the recording, or you can rewind it to see yourself. But yeah, so I think we're also still exploring Fremantle, so it might have consumed a undiscovered jump point. But oh well. Either way, Fremantle, we now have um, exploration, but we're gonna have to send Fremantle back through. I think. No, we jumped through. Yeah. Anyway, George has completed overhaul. Excellent. So we're going to have to do a lot of explorer work. And another automated mine on Newcastle A2. Okay, good. All right, let's sort out our explorers then. So, first of all, Mark Aronson, you are now in Fremantle. We do have an unexplored jump point, so just go through there. Good. Um, Grimsby, you are in Ballarat. We're going to switch it to gravitational. And George, you are in Seoul. Where are we going to send you? Let's send you out Darwin Way. Oh, this didn't save. Save. There we go. So let's send you out Darwin Way. So Rocky, Townsville, Rockhampton, no, um, Southport. No, that's not the one. Darwin, right? Darwin's the one with unexplored. Okay, we will send you out that way. All right. Oh, I'm doing 30 days, aren't I? Oh well. And who's Dulux? Dulux has got a boost in his production, so that's shifted him into May as well. No, that's fine. No big deal. How are we doing for time? We're running out. Okay, so I'll put a break in the episode now, and I will um, I'll put a break in the episode. We will continue exploration duties tomorrow, and await our the arrival of our technology. So we're expecting it in June. It's currently March, April, May, June. So it's about 3 months away, and we will have our base technologies, and we'll be able to do ship design again. So put a break, like, subscribe, all the usual stuff. Um, if you want to talk to me, I will of course be in the Aurora IRC channel pretty much all the time. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.